Want to speak real Bulgarian from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at BulgarianPod101.com.
Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to school. I am your teacher Daria, and this is BulgarianPod101.com. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because, first of all, today's topic on BulgarianPod101.com is 10 words and phrases for surviving back to school. And second of all, that's why, because we're going back to school, I have my pigtails back, ponytail. So, why? Because when I was a school kid, my mom used to send me off to school looking exactly like this. Maybe my hair was shorter. Great. Shall we start with the first word for surviving back to school?
Ranica. Backpack.
Ranica. Backpack. Ranica. Backpack. Well, you can say раницата му е много тежка. Раницата му е много тежка. His backpack is very heavy, which is very common in Bulgarian schools to see a small little school kid with a huge backpack, so heavy because we have ambitious Bulgarian teachers and they all require a textbook, a notebook, auxiliary materials, this, that, and so many other things. And when you have 6 of these subjects for today, you're basically carrying your home with you. I think the kid should be better with a suitcase, dragging it down, huh?
Съученик. Classmate.
So, guys, if you see 2 kids with 2 big backpacks, they are certainly съученици, classmates. Те са съученици. Те са съученици. They are classmates. These 2 boys, at least they can share the burden of the Bulgarian education system on their backs together. They say if you share it with a friend, it's less. It's half a burden. That's a Bulgarian saying. I don't know if it's applicable in this case, but it just lifts your spirit a little bit that you're not the only one in the world like this.
Домашна работа. Homework.
The next phrase for surviving back to school is, in case you have forgotten, домашна работа, homework. За утре нямате никаква домашна работа. За утре нямате никаква домашна работа. You have no homework for tomorrow. What phrase is possibly better for a Bulgarian school kid or any school kid to hear from his or her teacher? Then no homework for tomorrow. Great. So if you are a teacher who is trying to learn Bulgarian with BulgarianPod101.com, I encourage you to use this phrase as much as possible. За утре нямате никаква домашна работа.
Изпит. Exam.
Изпит. Exam. That's an important one. Here is a sentence of how you can use изпит in a sentence. Подготви ли се за изпита? Подготви ли се за изпита? Did you prepare for the exam? Well, guys, there is no better way of stressing out a classmate of yours than to ask them if they have prepared for the exam before the exam. That reminds them that probably they still have something to study on, so will make them nervous. Use this phrase especially if you're trying to sabotage people. In other occasions, use it after the exam has passed to ask what happened.
Лятна вакансия. Summer break.
So among the 10 words and phrases for surviving back to school, this one is one of my favorite ones. Лятна вакансия. Summer break. Yay! Woohoo! That's the most wonderful time of the year. If you think they're singing a song about Christmas, you are wrong. It was intended to be sung for the summer break of schools. Why? Why? Because this is truly the most wonderful time of the year for a student. And if you're wondering where your schoolmates are going, you can ask them this way. Къде ще ходиш през лятната вакансия? Къде ще ходиш през лятната вакансия? Where will you go for the summer break? Great. Some of the people will say they're going to the seaside, maybe the mountains, maybe summer camp, maybe they're not going to do anything at all. Back in my time, one of the most popular answers a Bulgarian student can give you would be, I'm going to my village, which means that I'm going to spend some time with grandmother and grandfather, who would teach me how to do all kind of village stuff. However, now that the grandparents have moved to the big city, people don't go to the villages as often as we used to. So we would go to a family vacation, sometimes abroad.
Училище. School.
Talking about surviving back to school phrases and words, it feels like I should give you the word for school. Училище. School. And here is an example of how you can use училище into a sentence. Училището е на 5 минути от дома им. Училището е на 5 минути от дома им. The school is 5 minutes away from their home. Lucky them, I would say, because these kids are the ones who will get to sleep in later. Compared to all the rest of the school kids that live further away from the school and will have to wake up earlier. So good for you, living 5 minutes away only from the school. I used to live an hour away of my school. Boy, what a fun bus ride was that though.
Кандидатствам. To apply.
So guys, I'm giving you a verb that you can put in the top top 10 words and phrases for surviving back to school. And this verb is кандидатствам, to apply. Yes, because this is going to happen at some point and you have to apply to change the school, to enter a university, and hopefully this is all successful. Here is an example. Той кандидатства и го приеха. Той кандидатства и го приеха. He applied and was accepted. Great, good job. And also, if he didn't apply, he wouldn't have gotten accepted. As simple as that. So please apply for everything in life.
Днес е първият учебен ден. It's the first day of class.
Okay, guys, next I'm gonna give you a very important phrase for surviving back to school. Are you ready? Remember, днес е първият учебен ден. Днес е първият учебен ден. Today it's the first day of class. It's very exciting. Yay! You know what? Actually, it's not very exciting because the more exciting part of the school year, it's the last day of class. Последен учебен ден. The last day of class. Go figure.
Ние сме в един и същи клас. We're in the same class.
So, let's imagine you're back to school and there is a new classmate that you don't know. and he or she is super sweet and super cute, and you like to meet them, and all of a sudden you realize that ние сме в един и същи клас. Ние сме в един и същи клас. We are in the same class. Well, that may make things easier for you to get to know one another, or it can make things very difficult for you and the person you have a crush on. Different people, different ways.
Приключи ли с домашното си? Did you finish your homework?
The next phrase I'm going to give you is actually a question. A question that I have heard my mom repeat so many times. And here it is. Приключи ли с домашното си? Приключи ли с домашното си? Did you finish your homework? I wish that I can tell you I replied with yes, I did, but not always. Actually, if the Bulgarian education system was more like the Finnish educational system, we wouldn't even have the need to ask this question about the homework, because in Finland, apparently kids don't have homework and it works so much better for them. But just in case you're in Bulgaria, you can ask, приключи ли с домашното си? Hey, we've come to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching so far. It was a great pleasure for me to present this episode of BulgarianPod101.com to you. And also to present you 10 words and phrases for surviving back to school. I had fun. I hope you did too. My name is Daria, and I'm gonna see you in the next episode of BulgarianPod101.com. You can subscribe to the channel and see when the next one is coming up. And also, please leave me a comment down below saying which was, and maybe still is, your favorite subject in school. I told you mine was chemistry and biology, but maybe yours is something else. For more Bulgarian lessons, please visit BulgarianPod101.com and stay tuned until we see one another again. Bye! You can hear birds. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Okay.